Hey y'all, it's your girl Siobhan Danielle. Welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title, this video is going to be called How to Navigate Friendships Through the Good and the Bad, Knowing When It's Time to Let Go. Should you communicate, or are you past that stage of communication and want to do a silent cutoff? And don't talk about what I'm reading at, because I wrote an outline and stuff on the information I should give y'all, and I'm reading off the paper. It's a script. Yep, that's what I'm doing. This is not a presentation. It's YouTube. Relax. My sister told me I gotta check the food, so I'm in the kitchen doing the video, and now all of a sudden she want me to go in the room because she gotta wash her hair in the sink. Which one you want me to do? Go in the room or stay in the kitchen so I can wash the food? So now I'm going in the room. I'll be back. Yeah, sorry. Had to move. The table's all shaky and whatnot. But yeah, I feel like I can at least give some insight on how to navigate friendships. I don't know. I had a plethora of friends, and majority of them ain't my friends no more. So I feel like I got some little experience on what you should do and should not do, or how you should go about communicating with your friends about things, whether they're good or bad. So obviously be a good friend. You treat others how you want to be treated. Always be a good listener and look out for your friends. Investing in your friendships. Make time for your friends. Check in with them and be intentional about spending time together. Be authentic. Yeah. Acknowledging your vulnerabilities. Be open and real about your life. And look for people who will challenge and grow you. You need to be understanding. Friendships change over time, so it's important to be understanding and give more grace. I feel like, me personally, I'm out of giving grace, but that's just me personally. Navigating friendships through the bad requires understanding, communication, and effort from both parties. So not just you. It's a 50-50 thing, not 70-30. It's always 50-50. Communicate openly. Honest communication is crucial. Discuss the issues directly with your friend, expressing your feelings without blaming or accusing. I feel like I always openly communicate with my friends. Probably I'm a little honest, or whatever the case may be. I know, for me personally speaking, I'm always honest with people. Listen actively. Pay attention to what your friend is saying, acknowledging their feelings and perspectives without interrupting or immediately defending yourself. Whoa, I wrote that twice. Where's the pen? It's like a scratch. I left it in the kitchen. Okay. Try to show empathy. Try to understand your friends' emotions and experiences. Empathy builds a deeper connection and mutual respect for one another. Taking responsibility. If you contributed to the problem, admit your mistake and apologize sincerely. Taking responsibility can rebuild trust. The next thing is set boundaries. Sometimes setting clear boundaries can prevent misunderstandings and provide space to heal. Always be patient. Healing takes time. Be patient with yourself and your friend as you work through the issue. And then seek compromise. Finding a middle ground where both of you feel respected and understood. The next one is reaffirm the friendship. Remind each other of the value and importance of your friendship. This can motivate both of you to work through the tough times. And this one is seek external help if needed. If the issue is complex or deep-rooted, consider seeking help from a counselor or mediator. Find a mutual friend. Let them be the mediator, and then, use that. Evaluate the friendship. Sometimes, despite best efforts, the friendships may not be salvageable. Reflect on whether continuing the friendship is healthy for the both of you. And then maintain the friendship through difficult times can strengthen your bond and lead to a more resilient and understanding relationship. So this next one I have is when to communicate. Unresolved issues. If there are misunderstandings or unresolved issues that haven't been discussed, communication is always necessary. Misunderstandings. Often conflicts arise from misunderstandings. Clearing these up through conversations can resolve the issue. Desire to salvage the friendship. If both parties still value the friendship and want to work things out, communication is essential. Emotional clarity. If both you and your friend are emotionally ready to discuss the issue calmly and rationally, it's a good time to communicate. If one of you is not in that space to do that, do not do that. Abort mission, because something's gonna happen and it's not gonna be good. Okay. When you might be past communication. Repeated issues. So if the same issues have been discussed multiple times with no resolution or change, further communication may be unproductive. So if I gotta keep telling you how to treat me and you still doing what I told you not to do, nobody needs to speak ever again. Friendship is out of here. Gone. Finito. Done. Emotional burnout. If both parties are emotionally exhausted or communication has led to more harm than good, it might be time to take a step back. As I said before, over on the emotional clarity, because I'm emotionally burnt out. I don't got no more to give. Look at my hair. I'm about to actually do my hair. I got these faux locks. I looked on YouTube what my sister is going to do. I'm sorry, this is an intermission. I'm going to blow my hair out and straighten it. And my sister's going to do like the little box braids and stuff. And then, you know, from that point, I'm going to install these and then take the hair and wrap it around. But the next one is toxic dynamics. If the friendship involves toxic behavior, manipulation, or abuse, prioritizing your well-being might mean ending communication. Toxic dynamics. If somebody, first of all, if that person already been around a whole bunch of other toxic people, more than likely they're going to bring that toxicity to you and nothing can be saved. Because the gaslighting, the manipulation, is they going to try to project all of that onto you, and yeah. So right here is the lack of mutual efforts. If only one party is interested in resolving the issue while the other is indifferent or resistant, continue to communicate might be futile. I really don't have nothing left to give, and it is definitely a lack of on my side, because at this point I do not give a fuck. Okay, so the next step right here is steps if past communication. Self-reflect. Reflect on your feelings and the friendship impact on your well-being. So over the course of the friendship, you can reflect back to those times, and it actually helps you think more clearly to see the things that you didn't see before that add up into why you think you made that good decision to step away from the friendship and do a silent cutoff if you didn't even want to do communication, because things kept happening. Now you realize things kept happening repeatedly, and you realize no communication is going to fix that. And then right here is space and distance. Take some time apart to gain perspective and emotional distance. That's also like what I just said. You come to terms and you come to find out things that you didn't see before, and you gain more better understanding. And then the next one right here is closure. Seek closure for yourself, even if it means ending the friendship. So yeah. So focus on healing. Prioritize your emotional health and seek support from other friends, family, or a counselor. And right here is assessing the specific dynamics of your friendship and the nature of the conflict will help you decide whether to pursue further communication or take a different approach. And you know what's so crazy? This right here, like, this came to me after I honestly was gonna go on TikTok and I was gonna post this. Like, I had a thought. This is randomly, you know, when you get into the shower, you have these random thoughts, or you go through your head about conversations that was had, or arguments that was had, and things that you should have said or that you Like, why didn't I say this? This would have been good. And I'm gonna read, because I wrote it in my notes. This was right before I got in the shower. I wrote this in my notes on the 26th. I said, it's interesting when I think about this. And this is what, all of this is what made me want to do this. It's interesting when I think about this. I'm never the one to sit and talk about someone behind their back about what they go through or anything. The most I do is offer as much advice as possible if they ask for it. And if they don't want the advice, I would just simply say, don't keep talking about the situation to me unless you tell me you want to vent. Do you want to talk to get advice, or do you want to talk just to talk? You always have to make it clear, no matter who you're talking to. You always make it clear. But either way, I'm never the one to talk about the things people go through, especially if I can be a helping hand in a situation. So imagine the look on my face when I find out what these people are saying behind my back. Then again, I'm not surprised, because you know what Zendaya said in the movie? Expect disappointment and you will never be disappointed. And these could be the same people that you are so tight with that y'all could be telling everything to, and then y'all get into an argument and they will use that against you. Like, bitch. And you know, whenever something like that happens, I'm always the bigger person, and I just eat what they're saying, because out of the stuff that they told me, you think I would say it back. But I'm not a low down dirty person who would stoop to that level, and I love that for me. My mama raised me to never do that, but I don't know y'all. I might have to start going to hell with that. Like, y'all not finna get away with saying some of the crazy shit to me again. Never. Now, I won't hit you, but I do know how to use my words, and to where your feelings will be hurt so much that it'll take you 3 months to pick yourself back up. And I mean that in the most nicest way possible. And you know, when you find out that the person is talking about you behind your back, it's usually the other friend telling you that they said it. But what you were saying, what was you saying that y'all even thought to have this conversation about me? And did you defend me? Now that person all stuck. Because you know what? They're most likely entertaining the conversation and not defending you. So, now you got to drop both friends. But when you do that, don't regret it. All of that I just said is what made me think about doing a video on this. I mean, I feel like, and if you personally have had situations when you had to deal with that, or you in between two people going back and forth with each other, or you know, somebody talking about you behind your back, you could let me know in the comments. I've had that happen plenty of times. You know, every single time that happened, I always have to self-reflect, and I'm like, well, what did you do? What did you say? And you know, whenever I become friends with somebody, I'm always honest with people. I'm always honest with people, and I let them know that if I've done anything or said anything to you that made you feel like it wasn't coming from a good place, let me know so I can correct my behavior so that I won't do that to you next time. You can't not say nothing, and then when you get into an argument, start saying all the things that I've done to you that hurt your feelings, and me not knowing it hurt your feelings, but yet you were still my friends through the whole, like, that just never made sense to me. Like, that just, like, why wouldn't you want to tell somebody that they're hurting your feelings? Or not even hurting your feelings, that you didn't like what they said, period, and you don't want to hear that again. None of that makes sense to me. And it's not even like you would even know that hurt that person's feelings, because if I'm saying it and you started sitting and laughing, and I didn't mean any harm by it because it was a joke, but you study sitting and laughing, which I know people laugh when they are nervous or if it's awkward and they didn't expect that to happen. But you cannot let somebody say something to you without correcting them on, like, you cannot do that. Don't allow somebody to sit there and say something to you, and you know you don't like it, but you're not going to say nothing, and you're going to hold on to it. And then when shit hits the fan, you're going to start naming the different things that these person done did to you, and they have no knowledge that this shit hurt your feelings. That don't make any sense to me, and it's never made sense to me. So whenever it came to friendships, I've always let them know it's okay to correct me. It's okay to tell me that I hurt their feelings. It's okay to, what's that word? Check, like, call me out. Do it. I'm not going to be mad at it. Like, if I have a behavior that you do not like and it's been recessive, shit, you can cut me off. Especially if you said it to me before and I keep doing it knowing that we talked about it, you have a right to cut me off. And honestly, I feel like I've definitely had friendships like that. Like, and, you know, I've come to terms where, like, you know, people will say things and you don't say things like that to your friends. I'm going to give you an example. If I've been friends with somebody for so long and they start telling me that if they get into a relationship, they're not going to tell me. If they get married, they're not going to tell me. If they come have a baby or, you know, find out that they were having a baby, they're not going to tell me. They're going to keep everything a secret. I look at those as a sign as that person is not really your friend. Also, if I feel like if we've been friends so long and I'm going to give maybe 10 years. We've been friends for 10 years. And every single day for 10 years, we always talk. If not every day, every other day, we always talk. But we only talk if I hit you up. But if I don't hit you up and I don't hear from you, that means you're not really my friend. So that means I'm putting in 70% of the effort and you only putting in 30. It's not 50-50. And if we already been through this with a whole nother different friend and we both said we didn't like the things that they was doing and that they wasn't responding, they barely was trying to be a friend, and you go turn around and do the same thing, there's no need for me to communicate because we just spoke about what that person did to us. But now you're doing it to me. No. That's not what's going to happen here. So, yeah, I had my fair share. So I started off the year, not this year, last year with 4 friends. Now I'm down to 2. So 2 people are not my friends no more. And I'm okay with that. You grow up and people grow apart and stuff. People have their own lives. But that's the thing. Even if we had our own lives and we lived in 2 different states, we always made time to call each other on the phone. Or even if we didn't talk on the phone, we text. And the only time we hang out is if I put the initiative to hang out. So now, I have 5 friends. 3 people are not my friends no more. 2 of them, well, 3 all from college, but you know. But yeah. I think this was a good video. This was good. If y'all feel like I could have added some more things into the video, let me know in the comments. If you want to add your 2 cents, if you want to say something that you think I was wrong on, you can correct me or so. I'm okay with the criticism and stuff like that. I'm okay with that. Don't be rude though, because I do argue back. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. Let me know some of the topics that you want me to talk about in the comments too, because it's summertime and I gotta get these videos out. But still, I do not have my charger to extract the footage from the camera, so it's just gonna be a whole bunch of videos on here. And when I'm able to find a charger to go into the camera, these videos be putting out. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Again, my name is Siobhan Danielle. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think.